The question of the day: what happened to Spirit Airlines? Let's find out. There was an article put out by Bill Peters on MarketWatch.com, and the headline is Spirit Airlines is reportedly seeking ways to fix its finances, but its odds on its own look shaky, analysts say. So, what actually happened? Fitch analysts become the latest to cast doubt on Spirit's prospects as a standalone airline, saying the ultra low cost carrier faces, quote, serious headwinds, quote, to improve its profits. The credit rating firm has made that assessment after a federal judge this weekend blocked JetBlue's $3.8 billion offer for Spirit, arguing that the proposed tie-up would stifle competition in the U.S., where the airline industry is already dominated by 4 major carriers. Shares of Spirit tanked yet again on Thursday, falling 26.7%. That followed a 22.5% drop on Wednesday and a nearly 50% drop on Tuesday when the acquisition deal was blocked. At the market open on Tuesday, the stock was trading at around $15. On Thursday, it was trading around $4.60. So let's actually go take a look at the chart. So here we have a monthly time frame of SAVE, which is Spirit Airlines if you want to look up the ticker. Right now, we are pretty much at all-time lows. So it IPO'd in May of 2011, roughly at $11 a share. Back in March of 2020, with the finesse of the US, we saw a lot of airline stocks tank pretty bad. This stock went from around mid 40s down into the 12s, even dipping down into the 8s. So that was pretty rough. And recently, we have traded below that. So again, all-time lows for this particular stock. This is what that looks like on a daily time frame. So Tuesday the 16th, just like the article said, we went from 15 all the way down to about 8, roughly a 46% drop. We continued with the drop yesterday for a total of around 60%. And then at the low of today, it was down around 72%. So a decline of 72% in 3 days is pretty nasty. So what are we to do with that? Honestly, I don't know. If we do go down into a small time frame, this was something that I tweeted earlier today, and I know a lot of people didn't see it. And TradingView doesn't allow charts or tweets on charts right now. Hopefully they fix that pretty soon. But I did say that I scooped a few shares, not going deep on this, at around 11:46 Central Standard Time. So I did get in around 4:33 or 4:36, roughly before 11:40s. So almost near the low of the day, and it's up on an intraday basis over 30%. So very, very volatile. I think we saw the market cap go from around 200 million to like 400 and something million in a matter of a few hours. It's been pretty crazy. So what we can also take a look at is this drop right in here as well. And for that, what I'd like to show you is Twitter. I follow an account called Unusual Whales, unusual_whales, which said David Portoni, the president of Barstool Sports, announced at 11:55 he had bought Save. That exact minute, Save announced restructuring per WSJ, Wall Street Journal, making his investment fall 25% immediately. You can see, let's see if we can pull this chart up on a line, that volume spike right there, and that absolutely dumped lower. So given that dump there repeatedly, especially over the last few days, I went ahead and decided to buy at all-time lows. This almost reminds me of Halliburton, where if you do remember back in 2020, Halliburton went from 22 all the way down to 6, even dipping into the mid 4s. So Halliburton has been around for over 100 years. Now, even though their stock is pretty correlated with oil, because again, at this time, oil contracts in the futures market went negative. However, I didn't think we would just completely get rid of oil altogether. So I believe that this stock had to make a comeback. So we went from the 4s, 6, or even the 8s. If we zoom out back on a monthly time frame, you can see clearly that we did go from the 4, 6, 7 back into the 40s. Now that did take a few years. And again, this is more commodity based than Spirit Airlines, but I'm getting some similar vibes where we might see a banger setup over the next few years, or we might not. I don't know, but it looks pretty good, especially on an intraday basis, getting in near these lows. The only way that I guess I would lose money is if this gap down again tomorrow and completely goes below the 440s and maybe into the threes. I would probably take a loss on that. But I didn't put a lot of money into this, but I feel like if they are going to turn around, maybe they will, maybe they won't. But there you have it. A judge blocked the purchase of JetBlue purchasing Spirit Airlines, and I guess we will see where we go from here. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed my thoughts. And if you did, consider hitting that like button or even subscribing so you don't miss future content. I do go live on this channel 4 times a week, totally for free. If you want to come hang out with us on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern.